Hi, this is Grace Wan and Audrey Michael. We are Client Services Managers at Chin & Curtis, and this presentation will instruct employers on how to create their USCIS H-1B registrant account and review CAP H-1B lottery registrations for the new electronic system. Audrey will now present an overview of the H-1B electronic registration timeline.
USCIS is launching a new system for filing H-1B petitions that involves an electronic registration period between March 1st and March 20th, 2020. The first step is for employers to create their My USCIS H-1B registrant account. We will go into detail of how to create this later. During the electronic registration window, Chin & Curtis will enter the information of individuals eligible for the CAP H-1B lottery. The employer will then receive a passcode from Chin & Curtis. This passcode enables the employer account to be synced with the Chin & Curtis attorney's account. Once the passcode is entered, the employer may then electronically sign the Form G28 and review the information Chin & Curtis has entered. After the employer has electronically signed, Chin & Curtis will then submit the final registration for the individuals and submit the required $10 fee per sponsored individual for submission in the lottery. Based upon the submitted registrations, USCIS will then conduct a randomized computer-generated lottery following the closure of the registration period on March 20th. By March 31st, USCIS intends to notify attorneys which individuals were selected in the lottery. Once we receive the lottery results electronically from USCIS, Chin & Curtis will update the employer and subsequently prepare the selected H-1B petitions for filing. USCIS has announced that there will be a 90-day window from April 1st and June 30th for filing these CAP H-1B petitions. Now, Grace will discuss how to create your My USCIS H-1B registrant account.
Based on guidance provided by USCIS, we will now go into detail of how to create this account. Even if you already have a pre-existing USCIS online account, you will still need to create a new account specific for the upcoming H-1B registration. This account creation process begins at my.uscis.gov. You should navigate to the Sign Up button in the top right-hand corner. You will be asked to provide a valid email address. Please note that only one person and one employer identification number, or EIN, may be associated with one account. If you are the signatory for multiple entities, you must create one account for each entity with a unique EIN. Once this information has been entered, please click the blue Sign Up button on the bottom. The system will then prompt you to create a password between 8 and 64 characters. This may include letters, numbers, and special characters. USCIS requires you to select a two-step verification method for security purposes. Each time you sign in with your email and password, you will be asked to provide a one-time code that you will receive from one of the following three methods. You may choose to have the one-time code sent to your authentication app, such as Authy or Google Authenticator on your mobile device, receive the code via text message to your mobile device, or receive the code through email. In the case that you misplace your password and need to reset it, USCIS requires that you designate 5 security questions and answers. Once this has all been complete, you will be directed to the next page. On this page, you must select an account type. Again, you may already have a petitioner account with USCIS, but you will still need to create an H-1B registrant account type. This is different and separate from any pre-existing accounts. Please click the I am an H-1B registrant option. Your account should now be created. You will not be able to do anything with the account until USCIS opens the electronic H-1B registration on March 1st, 2020 at 12 p.m. EST. Audrey will now go into detail on how this will happen.
After USCIS opens the electronic H-1B registration on March 1st, 2020, Chin & Curtis will register the individuals whom your company will be sponsoring. You will then need to electronically sign the Form G-28, authorizing Chin & Curtis as your attorney representative. To do this, you need to sign into your account at my.uscis.gov. In the top right-hand corner, click Sign In. You should enter the email and password combination that you provided when you created your account. With two-factor authentication, you will then receive a one-time code sent through one of the three options that you chose, text, email, or an authentication app, and be signed in. On your account, you should see a window that reads H-1B registration with two options, file a registration and enter representative passcode. Please select Enter Representative Passcode. You will receive this representative passcode from your Chin & Curtis attorney. Please enter the passcode that you received and click Submit and Continue. By entering this passcode, your employer account will be synced with the Chin & Curtis attorney's account. You will then be prompted to review the G28. Please click Review the G28. On the next page, you will see information about you as the authorized signatory. The information visible has been entered by Chin & Curtis. You should then advance to the next page. Here, you should select the I accept the G28 and want to provide my signature option and click Next. The next page will look like this. You should then scroll down where you will see three options. Please check off the first option only, the one that reads, I request that USCIS send original notices on an application or petition to the business address of my attorney as listed in this form. Please do not check off any other boxes. Under these options, you will see the image to the right, where you must check off the box to indicate that you have read and agreed to the client's statement of the G28 and electronically signed by typing your full name in the box. Once done, click Next. You will then be directed to submit the G28 for this batch of registrations by selecting Submit the G28. In the event additional registrations are added during the registration period, you will need to go through this process again to submit another G28. Grace will now explain the process of reviewing and accepting H-1B registrations following submission of the G28.
The system should take you to a page where you will be able to view some basic information about your company and your own information as an authorized signatory. As you can see, this information includes the legal name of the company, the doing business as name if applicable, the EIN, the primary U.S. office address, and your legal name, title, phone number, and email address. You will also be able to view the information for all of the individuals that your company will be registering in the electronic H-1B lottery. USCIS refers to these individuals as beneficiaries. Chin & Curtis will have already entered and reviewed the information for all of the beneficiaries. This information includes name, gender, date of birth, whether or not the beneficiary has a master's or higher degree from a U.S. institution, country of birth, country of citizenship, and passport number. Then at the bottom of the page, you should click Next. On this page, please select the option for I accept the H-1B registration and want to provide my signature. Again, now click Next. You will then need to check off a series of statements as an authorized signatory. On this page, check this option and click Next. Again, select the checkbox indicated here. Right below the box that you have just selected, you will then need to electronically sign off for all of the registration information. After you electronically sign by typing your name, please click Next. To finish your part of the H-1B registration as an employer, click Finish and Send. Once this is complete, you will be all set, and Audrey will now explain how Chin & Curtis will take care of the remaining steps.
The system will then update the Chin and Curtis attorney's account. We will conduct a final review of the registrations, submit the registrations, and submit the $10 registration fee per individual on the employer's behalf. After Chin and Curtis has submitted the registration and payments for the individuals in the lottery, your account should be updated. You will see that the H-1B registration status displays as submitted. For each beneficiary or individual that we registered in the lottery, their status should similarly display as submitted. The 19-digit number you see below the status is a unique tracking number assigned to each beneficiary, and USCIS has indicated that this will be used for no other purposes.
After the registration period closes at 12 p.m. EST on March 20th, 2020, USCIS will run the computer randomized lottery. By March 31st, USCIS intends to notify attorneys which beneficiaries were selected in the lottery and update the status in the USCIS online accounts. If an individual or beneficiary was selected in the lottery, the status will update to selected. Chin and Curtis will then work to prepare the CAP H-1B petition for filing with USCIS within the 90-day filing window. The earliest the filing window would begin is April 1st, 2020.
If you have any questions, please reach out to your Chin and Curtis attorney and case team. If you do not yet have a case with Chin and Curtis, please feel free to contact us through our general email at contact@chincurtis.com or by phone to our general number. Thank you.